Okay, good morning all. Right, okay, so I just thought what I'd do with you at the moment, or do for you at the moment, is I'm just out fishing, and I thought I would just talk you through the alarms that I'm currently using. They are the SKX alarms from Sonik. That's the box for the alarm, obviously, and the receiver. I'll go through a few of the bits and pieces from the alarms. Obviously, they come in this box here, bits and pieces about the specifications on the back. Twin multicolour LEDs, 6 sensitivity levels, 7 volume and tone settings, one touch intelligent mute function, which is pretty good actually. I'll explain that in a moment. Yeah, it's got a power out socket if you want to use eliminated swingers or hangers or anything. Drop back indication, night light function, low battery warning, up to 150 meters range. Not sure why you'd ever need that, but you know, I suppose it's good to have. Yeah, so okay, so yeah, it's got what it says here, double sealed case, rod friendly rubber inlays. I'll show you what that is in a moment. And then you get the two snag ears that actually come in with it as well. You can change the LEDs from it by going into the settings, so it comes out of the box like this. This one's actually fairly clean because it's actually the one that I use as a fourth alarm. I've got my 3 main ones actually on my rods over there at the moment. They are currently fishing. So take it out. It comes in this quite nice little rubber case. It's what it is. It's a rubber protective case. It's going to look after your alarms when they're in transit or wherever in your bag. You've got these two things in here. These are the snag ears. So all we do is we just pop them out of there, and what they do is they just screw on there individually. It's, you know, I'm not using them on my rods in front of me there because I'm fishing straight out, so I don't necessarily need to, but obviously you can set the snag ears up and they will stop any rod, as you can see, from coming off of there. That part in there is the little rubber inlay bit that I was talking about. I just use this baiting needle that I've got here, so you can see there these little rubber pieces here. They are just your sort of your rod protectors. They use 2 AAA batteries, just on and off with the case there like that. Little locking collar, screw down onto the alarm, and you get the little rubber ring thing there, so it sits onto the bank stick or your buzz bars nicely. Looks wise, I actually really like these. I wasn't really sure, to be honest, when it first came out. I wasn't really sure when I saw them in pictures, but then when you see them actually in the flesh, so to speak, they're actually quite good. I quite like them. So yeah, let's talk you through some of the features. So on here you've got your on off button in the middle, and then a plus and a minus. They just obviously they work with the various functions. So if we just turn it on, press and hold that, all the lights will flash. Multicolored lights there, the LEDs just flash to show that it's working. Just to show that it is working, I'd say I've got the receiver there. I've already got it synced up to it because I have used it previously. If I run that through there, that's your so obviously if you get a take, runs away from you, and you got the blue LED, which I've got it synced up to. So you got your red, yellow, green and blue, just synced up to your alarms. I've got that set on green because I was using that with a green bobbin. I can change the colour of that, but I've just got it set at green at the moment. So there you go. So you got the running LEDs there, but then if a fish drops back, see, tone slightly different. Here the tone's slightly different, and compared to that, and obviously the light is slightly different. So you've got the bottom LEDs all here. These are all white, so you can tell whether you've got a fish that runs away from you or whether it's a drop back just by simply the lights, if you can't tell the difference with the tones. which I think that's quite a handy thing to have. Just got a bit of rain starting again now. It's been raining all morning, it's crazy. Right, so let's look at some of these features. That's a latching LED, you probably saw that flashing there. That's to show you the drop back as well. So you've got the various things on the side. T for tone, V for volume, S for sensitivity, and all you simply do is just press one of them, it illuminates, and then you can cycle through with various different tones. I'm just going to put it on that one and leave it. That will stay on. I think that stays on for about 20-30 seconds or something like that, but same with the volume. If you're like me, then I tend to have the heads silent, and I just have it going through the receiver. That's my own personal preference. I don't need people to know that I've got a run or anything like that. I literally only need it. I'm just watching some bubbling out there on one of my spots actually, sorry about that. Yes, you don't need everyone to know that you know you've got to take yourself, so you can actually have it set on silent. So if I press, sorry, that's sensitivity. So if I go to the volume, which is the V, right, that's silent, and then you just hear them getting louder up to a ridiculously loud volume. In fact, I didn't have that set on silent. I had it set on one thing there because I did use it stalking away from my swim the other day and left my receiver with my lad, with my main rods. So that's the volume, and then your sensitivity, again, I think it said 5 or 6 settings for sensitivity. So again, press it, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so that's the highest sensitivity. I tend to have it set on around about 4. I'll probably turn it up in the winter maybe, and see what happens from there. One function that I really do like about this, I did mention it just now when I was looking at the back, it is the, what do they call it? It's called a multi-function button that it's got. Yeah, it's the one-touch intelligent mute function. So picture the scene, you're at a busy day, ticky water, and you've got someone just cast their rods out, and they're just setting their rods. So they're like this, setting their rods up, and they've got the lines going on it constantly, and they're messing around and setting their bobbins, and this is going on. And although, yeah, that's generally in my pocket or in my bivvy or something, and no one can really hear it that well because it's on silent, you do get the people that have got these on ridiculously loud. One thing you can do is you can actually press this button here on the side, which is the multi-function button, and just waiting for those LEDs to go off. There we go. So the LEDs have gone off now. So if I press this multi-function button, watch what happens to the LEDs. They start flashing, all the multiple different colours, and that goes on for 30 seconds. What that actually does, quite clever, it allows you, I'm spinning that now, it allows you to set your bobbins, etc., without any audible sound. So you're not going to start upsetting everyone around the lake, which I think is fantastic, and more alarms should probably do that, because then you don't get people setting alarms and annoying you around the lake. See, that's just gone off now. So if I test that again, working. Okay, so that's all it is, 30 seconds latching. I think it's 30 seconds, 20 or 30 seconds. Those lights go flashing, and then you can do your alarms from there. I can't really remember what else the multifunction button does, but I think it may be things like the night light function, if I remember. Let me have a try of that. Once that LED's gone out, I'll press the multifunction button, press and hold it. Oh, it's done something. We'll find out in a minute. It's beeped at me. Let me try a quick. No, it's not that. Okay, not sure what that is. I would have to read the booklet, and I haven't got that with me, and I can't remember. But I generally use them as they are, like that. What else can I tell you about them? Not a lot really. That's the SKX alarm. you've got the receiver. I've mentioned about the receiver. One of the funky things you can actually do with the receiver is where you've got a multifunction button again on the receiver. You've got a volume button, a sensitivity button. Is that sensitivity? I'm not sure. Oh no, I think that silences it. I can't really remember. I can't really. I don't really use it much like that, to be honest. I tend to turn it on and leave it. However, one thing you can do is if you left your head torch or something lying around or anything like that, what you can do is you can just use this in the dark to find it, because you've got the T button there, which if I just press and hold that, press it, goes blue, and then it's the up and down buttons which then turn the torch on. And with the 4 LEDs there, I can assure you that is quite bright. Okay, so it's on at the moment because the T's gone off. So press that, turn them off. Right, okay, so I've just pressed a multifunction button there and pressed it up just because I thought I'd try and see what it does. And I believe what I've just done is I put it on vibrate. So I don't know if you can tell that. As I'm doing the thing, you can maybe hear it. It's vibrating in my hand. So I've changed that to being just vibrate now. So press that, turn that off. I'm guessing that's switched it back to sound, and it has. Which is the way I want it, because I don't want it on vibrate, because I want to be able to hear it. And that's basically it, guys. Again, the receiver runs on the same 2 AAA batteries. You get this little lanyard with it. It's obviously not big enough for you around your head, but you can obviously get a different lanyard if you want to. You know, wear it around your neck if you want to, or just, I personally just use it to carry, or put it in my pocket, or even just hang it up. You can just hang in your bivvy somewhere, and you know, then it's off the floor, so mice and rats aren't chewing it like you do get on some day ticket waters around the country. Yeah, so there we have it, guys. Basically the Sonik SKX alarm and receiver. They do exactly what they say on the tin. They are price range, I believe, if I remember rightly, they come in at around about the £260 or £270 mark retail for a set of 3 of these and the receiver. I think you can also get a set of 2 in the receiver, or you can also buy the heads on their own, which I've done with this one, as I bought it separately after I got these ones. So yeah, that's it. The Sonik SKX alarms and receiver. Thanks for listening. Catch you later.